Good morning, students. I hope you are fine and enjoying your life. So, students, today I am going to share with you the details about your economics project. Now, this project is going to be of 5 marks, and what you are supposed to do that I am going to explain to you. Okay. So, now uh, in this project, this time we have made one change since it's the time of digital revolution. So in place of preparing your project in normal papers, we are expecting you to prepare the PPT or the PowerPoint presentation to explain and make your project. Now look here, you can see here there are actually 5 marks for your project, and these 5 marks will be distributed like this. Okay, 2 marks for content originality or your analysis, 2 marks for presentation and creativity, and 1 marks will be for viva. It means oral questioning will be done. Now uh, you will start with the first slide, which will be your cover page. In cover page you will write title, your name, full name, class in section, school, and year. Our academic year is 2020-21. Then in the second slide you will write acknowledgement. Okay, so acknowledgement is actually a very simple thing. You will acknowledge the name of the person who helped you to prepare this project. So this is to certify that it will be your name of class 10th year has successfully completed the project on consumer awareness. This is our project title. Under the guidance of your economics teacher's name. Okay, so section 10th A and B will write BJ ma'am's name, and class 10C will write my name. Then in your third slide you need to write list of contents. It's an index, okay, what you are going to cover in this. So let me explain you about this concept of Copra 1986. Now you know, in India we see that, and even all across the world, many times seller try to mislead or cheat a consumer. So many times consumer is, let's say, cheated by sellers, and hence there is one requirement to have some legal protection to the consumer. So consumers are legally protected by one act, and this act is consumer, CO stands for consumer protection, PR stands for protection, A for act. So consumer protection act, this law was passed in the year 1986. So this is known as Copra 1986. So basically in this act they have defined who is consumer. Okay, they have also mentioned 6 basic rights of consumers, and in 2019 this act was revised because over a period of time, you know, there is some need for revision. So hence this act was revised in 2019. So you also need to cover what is the difference, okay, what changes they have made in Copra 2019 as compared to Copra 1986. Then in index you will also mention one case study. Now case study means that there are so many cases that where a consumer was cheated by a seller, he filed a case, okay, and then he won the case out of legal protection. So one case study you can easily search over the net, and one case study in brief you can write. Okay, it should be in brief. Then we are also expecting your review or your conclusion about the act. Okay, if you feel that act is good or it is helping the consumer, or if you have any, let's say, suggestions, then your view you can write. And in the last slide you can include bibliography. Actually, in your project you must have used various content available on the internet, or you must have, let's say, taken from some reports. So bibliography is actually the indicator of source. Source means from where you got this information. It may be Wikipedia or it may be other site, but don't write Google. Okay, many students write Google. Google is not a source. Google is a medium which is providing you information through various sources. So in Google also, if some person's content is there, don't write name of that person unless and until he or she is an economist. So source has to be official one. Okay, if some websites are there, if some, let's say, a particular agency or institution is there who is publishing some report, then you can write those. Okay, then after preparing the index, in index you will cover these points. After preparation of index, you will start preparing your project. You will use the slides for that, and around 30 slides will be there. So we are expecting around 30 to 40 slides to cover all these topics. Now some students will feel that, okay, sir, 30 slides, so many slides. But please note, in each and every slide, or wherever possible, you can insert photographs relating to that particular content. I will also share with you 2 PowerPoint presentations, so you will get an idea, okay, how to use photographs and all. And it's a project work, so project work has to be original and it has to be different, so we cannot generalize it, so it depends on you. Okay, so just a thing is said, put the relevant photos wherever possible, but don't try to overemphasize the photographs. Okay, your content is the main thing, your presentation is the main thing, and photographs will not give you more marks if your content is not good. So content has to be proper. Now let me also give you some basics about this Consumer Protection Act 1986. Now if a consumer is being cheated, then in brief, if I can say, then they have designed 3 levels. District Commission means, first of all, you will file the complaint in District Commission. Okay, then if you don't get justice, और if your complaint is having some higher amount, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन कुछ ही अमाउंट तक की कंप्लेंट ले सकती है. अगर आपको बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है तो यू नीड टू गो टू द स्टेट कमीशन. तो स्टेट कमीशन में हम क्या है, 2 केस में जा सकते हैं. आइदर अवर अमाउंट इज मोर और वी आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद द रिजोल्यूशन गिवन बाय द डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन. सो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन से क्या है, जो प्रॉपर सेटिस्फैक्टरी आंसर अगर नहीं मिला, जस्टिस नहीं मिला, तो हम जा सकते हैं स्टेट कमीशन में. सिमिलरली स्टेट कमीशन में अगर लेट्स से कि जस्टिस मिला है, वो हमें एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है, ओके, देन वी कैन गो टू नेक्स्ट हायर लेवल विच इज़ नेशनल कमीशन. Okay, so there are 3 basically regulatory codes, consumer codes they have designed. So we need to be aware. As a student, I must say this is very practical. If you do this research work well, then in future, if you are being cheated by any of the seller, then you have the right. And in today's time, in 1986 it was not digitalized. In 2019 there are so many online transactions also, so they have made some changes in COPRA 2019 to include e-commerce or e-business transactions also. And they have also given the freedom कि now earlier it was कि where seller is residing, वहाँ पर आप, वहाँ डिस्ट्रिक्ट में आप कोर्ट में कंप्लेंट कर सकते हो. बट नाउ दे हैव मेड द चेंज कि नाउ बायर इज द किंग. सो बायर जहाँ पर रहता है उसके डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमीशन में ही कैन फाइल द कंप्लेंट. कंप्लेंट फाइल करने की फ़ीस भी बहुत नॉमिनल है. ओके, 200-500 रुपीज़ में यू कैन फाइल द कंप्लेंट. And they have also given the power for digital complaints. You can also file complaint through online mode. This is also possible. So it is very important that students should have awareness about all these things. So who is consumer, how consumers are exploited in the market, this you must have observed around your society, and there are so many ways by which we are being cheated. You can write few with examples or photographs. Then about Copra 1986. So look here, I will share with you one slide about Copra 1986. Okay, but you need to be careful. Okay, don't just copy and paste. You should actually work as per your creativity, and your slides should be better than this one. Okay, so this information you will get from here. Then one paper about comparison with Copra 1986 and Copra 2019 is also being shared with you. But please note, there are so many legal terms. So if you are not able to understand some term, then get in touch with me, use Google Forms. Okay, if you have WhatsApp numbers of teachers, you can use this platform to solve your doubts. Then I am also sharing with you a simplified summary of Copra 1986. So this will also help you to understand in a better way. Okay, and it's of only 2 or 3 pages, so you can easily go through that. Then 6 consumer rights you need to write. Then responsibilities of a consumer. Okay, as a responsible consumer, what we should do and what we should avoid. You know, many sellers try to give you kacha bill. It's not a pakka bill, or in which GST number of seller is not mentioned. So all these things will weaken your case. Then as a consumer, getting a justice will be difficult. So we need to be clear as a consumer what responsibilities we should take, and if there is some issue, then you need to have some written communication with the seller, some recording sort of things should be there, so that you can prove in the court that you tried to approach for justice, but seller was actually harassing you. So as a consumer, what responsibilities you are having, that you can write. Then Copra 2019, what is the difference in Copra 1986 and 2019? This is also hidden somewhere in the content which I have shared. Then one case study. In real life, if somebody won the case and got the justice, then you can mention that in brief. Then I already explained students review and bibliography, and I forgot to add the last one, 10th one, which is your Viva questions. Okay, so 10th one is Viva questions. Now, based on what you have learned, then you can write any 5 questions. You can prepare the question by yourself, which can be asked based on your project. So any 5 questions you can set. Okay, no need to answer, because answer is already there in your project, but any 5 questions which can be asked based on your project, that you can mention. So in your last slide you can write Viva questions. So I hope I was able to explain you about the presentation, though I have not explained you the entire act, because it's a project work where it's not like a routine thing where we are teaching you and you are learning. In project work, research is involved. It means our role is that of facilitator. Okay, so we are providing you the content and guidance, but ultimately it's your original work. And I must say that this is something very practical. Okay, even I have got justice through these mediums. यानी कोर्ट में जाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ी, बट यू नो एक बार सेलर को हमने बोल भी दिया ना कि भाई देखो इतने प्रूफ है मेरे पास, अगर आप क्या है गुड्स एक्सचेंज नहीं कराओगे तो फिर कंज्यूमर कोर्ट में यू विल हैव वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम. ओके। सो याद रखना है कि इन दिस केस ऐसी क्या है कि थ्रेट से भी सेलर्स डरते हैं, बट ये कब होगा? व्हेन यू हैव ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन प्रूफ्स विथ योर सेल्फ एंड यू हैव द नॉलेज. So this particular project will help you to increase your knowledge about this particular concept of Consumer Protection Act. So as a student we should be aware about this thing. Okay. And again, one thing which I forgot here in your project is the questionnaire. Okay, I can write it is questionnaire. Now questionnaire, or we can say that survey. Now after you get the knowledge, sharing is caring. Okay, so when you have knowledge about all these things, and this knowledge is not available with everyone around us, it is possible that in our family and in our relatives also many persons are not aware about all these mechanisms. ओके, उनको सिर्फ उतना पता होगा कंज्यूमर कोर्ट है, लेकिन क्या है, कैसे जा सकते हैं, क्या क्या प्रोसीजर्स है, वेदर ऑनलाइन फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल और नॉट, क्या करना है, ये सब चीज़ें शायद उनको पता ना हो. तो यू कैन प्रिपेयर वन क्वेश्चनर और वन सर्वे, एंड सिंस इट्स द टाइम ऑफ डिजिटल इंडिया, सो ये क्वेश्चनर भी आपको नॉर्मल पेपर में नहीं रखना है. आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग यू टू प्रिपेयर दिस in the form of Google form. Now you will be worried, sir, Google form we have not prepared. Okay, so I will share with you one video in which I will explain you how to use Google form, or you can search over the internet in YouTube. And please note, you are in 10th class. In higher classes when you go, then all these things, all these efforts which you will be taking, it will be helpful for you. Okay, presentation is the best thing. So by questionnaire, and in corona time what is happening, for example, I have prepared one questionnaire in which I have set around 10 questions, or let's say I am giving you some concession. Okay, so in questionnaire you can set around 5 main questions. Okay, apart from, now in these 5 main questions what you are supposed to mention, first of all you should have a person's name who is giving you feedback. Okay, now in Google form when you create one form, one questionnaire, so you can share through WhatsApp to many persons, and when these persons give you reply, then this reply will automatically get recorded, okay, in that file. So I have explained you this concept in that video. So you need to write few details. Okay, ये फॉर्म में कुछ क्वेश्चंस लिखने हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, नेम ऑफ रिस्पोंडेंट. रिस्पोंडेंट इज ए पर्सन जो आपको रिस्पॉन्स देगा. ओके, सो नेम ऑफ द रिस्पोंडेंट. अब आप सोचोगे सर कितने जन को क्या है कि ये पूछना है, कितने जन को ये शेयर करना है, कितने जन से रिस्पॉन्सेस लेने हैं. तो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग अराउंड 8 to 10 पर्सनस. 8 to 10 पर्सनस कोई भी हो सकते हैं, फ्रेंड्स, फैमिलीज, रिलेटिव्स में से भी कोई हो सकते हैं. तो यू विल कलेक्ट रिस्पॉन्सेस फ्रॉम this 8 to 10 persons. Another question which must be there in your mind, sir ये क्वेश्चनर बना दिया, रिस्पॉन्स भी आ गया, तो कोई प्रिंट आउट लेना है? नो. क्वेश्चनर अगर आपने बना दिया तो जो क्वेश्चन आपने बनाया होगा, ओके, बिफोर शेयरिंग, जो ब्लैंक क्वेश्चनर है उसी का स्नैपशॉट लेकर यू विल कीप दिस इन द प्रोजेक्ट. यानी सभी के रिस्पॉन्सेस नहीं चाहिए हमें. व्हाट वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि द क्वेश्चनर्स which you have prepared, in that questionnaire, let's say कि you have set around 8 or 10 questions, तो दो questionnaire है blank, दो questionnaire you can paste it as a photograph in your last slide. Okay, so that it will be proof that कि you have prepared questionnaire in Google form. So name of the respondent, then occupation, whether a businessman is there or a housewife or a student, then age of respondent, then gender, and then address. When I say address, we need not have complete address. Even if they write, let's say, name of the city, it's fine. Okay. So these are the basic things which we need to collect. So these are not the 5 questions I am talking about. At least 5 questions, 5 main questions should be there. Now you must be thinking, sir, कौन से type के question पूछ सकते हैं? Okay. So पहला question will be maybe like this. Okay. After all, it's a project. I cannot give you everything. So you may ask question like this. Okay, are you aware about Consumer Protection Act? Then you will have 2 options. You will give 2 options. Yes, no. Okay. और little bit. तीसरा option रख दिया. तो these persons will select the option accordingly. Another question I am suggesting, have you actually filed a complaint through any district commission, or have you ever used Consumer Protection Act? So again, yes, no, you can give such options. So keep objective type questions where respondents can easily select the option and they can easily complete the entire questions in around 2 or 5 minutes. So that's a type of these are the types of questions which you can ask. Okay. So I hope you are able to get the idea about what you are supposed to do in this project. We are always available for help wherever you need, and what other thing which we can do. Okay, if you have some, let's say, suggestions, or if you, let's say, have some creative way, okay sir, can we do like this in place of this, then feel free to ask us, then we will guide you. So overall, it's a project work where you are supposed to cover these particular concepts. Okay, and don't feel that it's a burden. Please note, try to be a practical person. Okay, you are lucky that you are preparing such project in 10th class, which generally, let's say, other students, especially state board students, don't do like this. They do the projects when they enter the colleges. So you are getting so much of useful information which you can apply in your real life when you have any complaint against the seller. So this particular thing will help you for sure in your future. And preparation of Google form, or let's say preparation of questionnaires through Google form, will be an additional learning for you, which will help you in future also. Okay, and in corona time, you can easily share on WhatsApp and collect the responses. You are not supposed to go anywhere. So I wish you all the best for your project. Feel free to communicate, and you must be thinking about the deadline. Sir, कितने time में ये project complete करना है? So I feel that around 10 days time is sufficient. So this is the month of September. Okay, so let's say if I extend that, then 15th of September. So by 15th of September, I am expecting everyone to be ready with their project. Okay, bye bye, take care.